In this week's Parsha, Parshas V'Eschanan, we have the Parsha of Kriya Shema. The pasuk says, "Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad." And in the Sefer Torah, the letter Ayin of the word Shema, Shin Mem Ayin, is enlarged. And the Sforno writes that this is to teach us that although we have to Shema, we have to hear, we have to listen to Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, we also have to Ayin, we have to see with our eyes. Not just listen, we have to look, we have to see that relationship that we have with Hashem is not just a listening type of relationship, it's also a looking type of relationship. We have to look to Hashem and develop that relationship through looking and seeing Hashem in everything we do as well. In fact, the question I heard a few months ago was, why do we cover our eyes when we say Shema? If we're supposed to take a look and see with our ayin, with our eye, why do we close our eyes when we say Shema? And the answer is in a famous song that we all know from a few years ago that goes, Va'afilu bi'astara shebesoich ha'astara Vadai nimtzu gam nimtzu Hashem Yisbarach, right? Even in the hastara shebesoich hastara, in the hiddenness within the hiddenness, that's where Hashem is found. So not only do we close our eyes, we also cover our eyes on top of that. It's two hastaras. We close our eyes and then cover our eyes on top of that. That's hastara shebesoich hastara. That's where you find Hashem. When you tune out all the noise through hearing and through looking from the rest of the world, and you could, when it's completely dark, that's when you can truly see Hashem Yisbarach. I heard a question from my Rav, Rabbi Yossi Schwartz, by Shul this past week. How could Hashem destroy the Beis HaMikdash? We know that Hashem keeps the Torah, keeps all the halachas, keeps all the derabbanans, keeps all the mitzvahs that we have to keep. So how is he allowed to destroy a building? How is he allowed to destroy a shul? You're not allowed to destroy a shul. It's an avera. The answer is, there's one condition, there's one heter that you have to destroy a shul. And that's if you're building a new one in its place. If you ever want to knock down a shul to build a new shul, that's allowed. So the binyan Beis HaMikdash Hashlishi started with the destruction of the second Beis HaMikdash. It wasn't that it was destroyed and that's what we're mourning. Rather, we're looking to the future. We're looking with our eyes towards the future, towards our relationship with Hashem. Because the first brick in the building of the third Beis HaMikdash was already placed back then at the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash. Because otherwise Hashem would have no heter to destroy the Beis HaMikdash. Rather, it was a destruction, a demolition in order to build the third Beis HaMikdash. So Tisha B'Av is about yearning, not about mourning. It's about mourning the past, but more about yearning for the future, about yearning for the third Beis HaMikdash, that we look to Hashem through our relationship with Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, may we be zoche that Mashiach come, b'mheira v'yameinu, and we shouldn't have to have a Tisha B'Av this year, may we be zoche all to the Gula Shalem, b'mheira v'yameinu, beautiful Shabbos.